The top real estate agents, whether they're sole practitioners or running a team, the core of their business is their database.
I have built up a really good reputation over the years, and people just keep coming back, and clients are clients for life for me.
Hey everybody, Jason Abrams coming to you again from Austin, Texas, and I'm joined with a great friend of mine, Kathrin Rein. Kathrin, how are you?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
It's an honor to have you. I'm so excited about this conversation. I'm urged to just jump right into all things wealth and all things 50 plus million production and all the things you're doing. But before we do, if you are a fan of this show, you know we always start the same way, which is give us cradle to realtor. Not realtor to mega realtor, but cradle to realtor. Kathrin, how did you become a real estate agent?
It was not really planned. I grew up in Germany and I wanted to be an actress. So I moved to Los Angeles, California, where I was a stand-up comedian. And then I had a baby and I had to find a job that actually paid money. And I got into real estate through a friend that was my realtor. And he saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And he said to me, you should become a realtor because I think you might be really great at it. And he happened to be a Keller Williams agent and connected me with an office. They took me in, which I was so excited about. And here I am 12 years later doing real estate. It was really not something that I would have pursued by myself because I thought it would be the most boring job in the world.
So now you're a real estate agent. You're in Miami, and it's curious to me though. You came over from Germany, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, gosh, you come to a whole new country, which does real estate markedly different than it's done in Germany. When you started the real estate courses in Miami, was it all new to you, all the concepts, or had you already had some experience because of your time in LA?
I had no experience whatsoever. I mean, when I first came to America, I was a nanny. I was an au pair. I always thought real estate agents are sharks, and it's a very boring document-driven business. So for me, I had absolutely no desire to be in real estate whatsoever. However, after I did my first deal, I fell in love. It was like love at second sight, so to say.
I love that. Okay, so now fast forward. So now bring me up to today, right? Like this $50 million a year enterprise that you've built in volume. I mean, that's massive. Is it you and 40 agents on your team, or is it just you? How does your world look today?
Oh, that's a good question. So I'm a solo agent. However, I have a great admin team. I do have a transaction coordinator. I have a marketing manager, and I have what I call a showing agent / partner agent. So what she does for me, she does most of my showings, and she helps me with a lot of admin work.
So it's inspiring to see a solo agent doing this level of production. It's absolutely astounding to me. So when you look up at it and you look at the sources of business that's coming to you, is this built on? Did you build it on radio ads? Did you build it on? How do you get all this business?
So it's a lot repeat and referrals. I get a lot of referrals from other agents, and a lot of clients of mine send me repeat business or send me their friends and family. So I have built up a really good reputation over the years, and people just keep coming back. And clients are clients for life for me. So I have a really deep relationship with all of my clients. I'm a little bit old school, and I always tell people my main source of business is rubbing bellies. I have a book here. This is the book that's always on my desk. And in there, I write down contacts that I meet and put business cards in. And it's sometimes even people outside of my industry. And I go through that book every single day. And I always think, who can I pick today that I can add value to their business? And I'm a very giving person. So that's how it kind of happened, that I didn't ask people for business, but I offered them something of value, and then they somehow send me business.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a fan of this show, you know we just had what we call the model moment. Yes, the first one. And this is a model that I've never heard before, by the way. And this sounds so organic to me. So let's dig into this, Kathrin, if we could. Can you show this magic book one more time? I'm going to call it the magic book.
It's just
Okay, now,
a diary. Like it's just a beautiful diary. It's like cork material, so it needs to be something nice that you like to put in your hands every day. And whenever I meet someone interesting, that jeweler, car dealer, an accountant. Today I got in the mail a business card from someone that refinishes tubs, and they go in my book. And then I think of how can I improve this person's business or this person's life. And when you give, you will get more in return eventually, if you do it with the intention of giving, not.
okay. So I get someone's business card. I meet somebody interesting. It looked like you had tape and glue sticks.
Yes, very simple. Sometimes I just write it in there, and sometimes the cards go in there.
I love that. Now you make it live and breathe. You open it every day and you just kind of go through it, and that jogs your memory on the humans?
Yes. Very basic.
Very basic, but very smart. Very smart. Do you keep, now we're going to get into this investment business in a second, but do you keep one book for your investment side and one book for your real estate agent side, or do you just keep one book with everything important in it?
So with contacts, I have one book because most of them, they mix anyway. Whatever you use for real estate goes for investing and vice versa. There's really like a really smooth transition between the two businesses.
At some point, every book gets filled. I'm still working on the book of my life. I'm only about halfway through. At some book, though, it's what do you do once it's filled up? Do you have volumes?
I get another one.
So how many of these do you have that are filled up?
I have 3.
3
I don't
books?
put like everyone I meet. I'm a little bit particular and picky. It doesn't need to be, it can be like a small business.
Okay, I love that. And wow, so it's such an organic, simple way to do it. Like, and every day you're contacting whoever jumps out at you because there's some item of value, or you see something and you say, "Oh my gosh, that's for so and so." Is that kind of how it goes?
Exactly, and it's a lot quality over quantity. I'm a relationship person. I like to build relationships with people. I rather meet 2 people and I really get to know them and know how they tick and how they feel and what they like, than meeting 200 people that I don't even remember who they are afterwards.
The simplicity of this model is absolutely brilliant, because I've made the argument, Kathrin, that the top real estate agents, whether they're sole practitioners or running a team, the core of their business is their databanks, repeat referral, friends, family, SOI. By the way, if you're out there in realtor land and you're taking notes, in the comments below, you actually see all of Kathrin's models there. Just download it and you can use it. This is one that I'm going to start using. And I haven't said that yet, but this magic book is something everyone should have. I believe that. Switch gears with me, because at some point in life, if you're a successful real estate agent, you have a lot of money, meaning you're making a lot of income. And for a lot of folks, Kathrin, and you and I have interviewed so many people, and we've been on stages together, where you realize that you have someone who's working 100 hours a week and making a ton of income, but they have very little net worth to show for it.
Exactly.
And this idea of net worth and freedom kind of became a passion of yours. Walk me through that journey.
That is actually my biggest passion in real estate, is to help others build wealth through owning real estate. When I came to the KW events, there was this blonde lady on stage that was talking about wealth building. I didn't know who she was. She owned like 100 units. And then I introduced myself to her afterwards. Her name was Linda McKissick. and I saw her, and it gave me hope that even I, as an immigrant, could one day become like her. And I don't have any financial background. My parents never gave me any money. I never inherited anything. So I just soaked up everything like a sponge. And I made a lot of sacrifices. I'd never moved into a bigger house until I already had 4 other properties. I look at things very simple. For me, properties need to cash flow. I don't buy anything that doesn't cash flow. You look at the property, you get your mortgage calculator out. I do a 15-year mortgage, 25% down, and I calculate all the costs. The property needs to have a positive cash flow.
So if I'm watching out there in TV land right now, I'm in the Realtorverse, and I have my pen and my paper in front of me. What do I do tomorrow, Kathrin? Like, how do I start on this wealth journey?
So I think the first thing is you need to have a big why. Why are you doing that? And why do you want to be wealthy? So for me, it was I didn't want to have an average life. Whatever it was, I didn't want to be average. And I had no plan B. I didn't want to go back to Germany. And when you think about it, the mindset is the most important thing. Who remembers their grandparents? Probably you remember your grandparents, but you don't remember your great-grandparents. Mm-hmm. So I want to leave a legacy. I want my great-grandchildren to say, Kathrin, she was the first generation immigrant in our family, and because of her, we have a better life. So what is your mission in life? So you really got to find that, because if you don't have that, there's really little drive for you to become wealthy. Number 2, you just got to do it. You would be surprised. I speak on a lot of those wealth building events, and the agents come to me afterwards and they don't know how to start. They have analysis paralysis. You are in real estate. How can you not buy? How can you not buy properties? You have all this opportunity. You're an inside trader in legal terms, and you don't take advantage of this opportunity. That's, for me, you're robbing yourself of an amazing opportunity. Why would you do this just for your clients and not for yourself? So think about yourself a little bit more, and consider buying your listings. That's the first step. When you have a good listing that checks all the boxes, when numbers look great, go for that listing and offer them a price minus your commission. That's number 1. Very simple.
Right, absolutely. Let me ask you this, Kathrin. At this point, and I have the benefit here of knowing a little bit about your current position. At this point, you've provided, well past the number of children you have. But something is still getting you out of bed in the morning to go this hard. So you've kind of moved past making sure that they're secure. What's the reason today that you bought a golf course? You're doing all these things. You now can live anywhere you want. You can drive anything you want. You can go anywhere you want on vacation, and you've taken care of your kids in any way, fashion you choose. Yet you're still doing it at a really high level. What's keeping you going? What gets you excited in the morning?
I have always had this restlessness in me to be better and to do better and to grow. It's just a passion of mine to be better today than I was yesterday. And I also like to inspire people. I have so many people that come up to me and ask me questions, or they want to sit with me for lunch or want to meet on Zoom. And then I have people that tell me 2 years later that their life has completely changed because I gave them some advice. So that for me is a really nice reward that I get. I've been growing up, I've always did a lot of volunteer work with my mother, and I did a lot of tutoring. Maybe it comes from that the passion of having an impact on others. And I really enjoy that.
Kathrin, thank you for everything that you've done for Keller Williams and everything that you've done for the whole industry. Because I watched you at a national event the other day, sharing with everybody. And as you know, I think that's wildly important. And so thank you on behalf of all realtors. I think you're amazing. I really do.
Thank you.
Friends, there it is. That's Kathrin Rein, another entrepreneur and yet another Keller Williams story. We appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Don't go anywhere. If you love these videos, click right here to see more of them. Go ahead, click it. Don't you go. I'm going. You click. Did you click yet?